I think Michael can surprise a few people this year because he's had a much better preparation for the year. He's now worked with the team for a year, knows all the engineering staff, knows how the team works. He's had a good winter test, and I think the experience that perhaps some of the other drivers had with tyres and other things has changed now, different tyres. So I'm quietly confident that Michael's going to make a big impression this year. I think the strengths of Michael are his commitment, determination. Obviously, behind that has to be the skill and talent, but his commitment and determination is unchanged from when he won his World Championships. In fact, maybe even more determined. So I think that's one of the massive strengths that Michael has. I think Nico came very close to winning a race last year. We were much better positioned at the beginning of the year, and we picked up at the end of the year. But certainly at the beginning of the year, there was an opportunity for Nico to win a race, and I think this year he can win a race. I think we need to cross that boundary with Nico, get his first race win behind him, and then I think you'll see Nico open up an awful lot. I'm very optimistic about the potential of Nico in the future. He's showing great skills in the past year. Works very well with the team. Like Michael, very committed, very dedicated. So we've got two really good drivers, and delighted with Nico's performance. And I think he's one of the drivers that we want for the future. I think the opportunities that exist in 2011 with the new rules, there's many. I think the new tyres create quite a different situation for races. We're going to have more pit stops than we had in the past, which I think is a good thing. Our team has been reasonably adept at taking advantage of those sort of opportunities, and we need to continue to do that. So I think we have a strong team in those situations. I think because of the new tyres, you need a strong vehicle dynamics group, a strong tyre group, and I believe we have that as well. The aerodynamic changes, no unique opportunity for Mercedes, but I think designing the best car to new regulations is one of the key elements. So designing the best car to these new aerodynamic regulations is going to be very important. And the big thing that most teams are focusing on is how they use the energy from the exhaust gas. And that's not so much come from the regulations, but because of the regulations, it's become a more important part. So there's no regulation changes around the exhaust systems, but they've become more important because of other changes that have been made. So utilising the energy from the exhaust gas is going to be very important. I think it's very important to have a strong, powerful, reliable engine. And I think we have one of the best, if not the best engines in Formula One. So the engine is a key part of our car, a very important part of our car. And obviously we're developing the relationship between all the engineers, all the management of our companies to get the best result. And I think I've seen a lot of benefits from the cooperation of our engineers. You know, you can put two people together in a room and they won't automatically work together. You have to help them understand the benefits of a close cooperation. We are one team. We consider ourselves to be one team. So we have our high-performance engine division in Brixworth, we have our chassis division in Brackley, but it's one team. And it's the philosophy that it's the car that wins. The engine can't win by itself. The chassis can't win by itself. It's one team. And that's our strength going forward. I think our engine division is a vital part of the future success of Mercedes. I think there's great opportunities coming with the new engine regulations as well, where the one team approach will be absolutely vital to get the best car, the best chassis and engine, which create the best car for the future. We're running KERS this year, which for our team, our chassis team, is a first. We've never run KERS before. We don't have any experience with KERS. And of course, we've got the tyre situation. So it was very important that we had a car running at the first test in a representative form. And you can't put KERS on your old car. You have to design a car around KERS. So we wanted to get the car out running. We froze the aerodynamic specifications early last year, or early in the project timing of the car, and we got that bodywork made, put it on the car, and went out. And then we gave the aerodynamicists and the other designers the longest time possible to try and get the best out of these regulations. Because of the regulation changes, we want to get the most out of it. And as I say, one area of great interest was using the exhaust gas in the most beneficial way. And you've seen a lot of cars now, they're appearing with exhaust pipes in very interesting places. So that was an area which we wanted to do a lot of work on before we made our decision. So it was to give us early running, make sure we got KERS sorted, make sure we understood the tyres, got the basics done, and then come for the last test with the major aerodynamic upgrade, with all those other issues hopefully sorted, the reliability and those factors. I think we've gone a long way in those areas. KERS, we now understand the reliability. We did 2 race distances at the last test. We're now understanding what the tyres are sensitive to. So we've done all the groundwork, and now we need to put the icing on the cake and really start to get the performance.